Kia ora and welcome to the Beer Joke Beer Club Drink Along. He's Joe.
He's Luke.
This week we are drinking cream soda ale from Behemoth, who are just down the road from us.
Yeah, so this is an amber ale, quite low ABV for the style, 4%.
Yep.
And flavored with coffee and vanilla to create that kind of
Oh, there's
sweet.
coffee in here. I think I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, to create the kind of creaming soda sort of vibe.
Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah, that vanilla, pretty potent.
Yeah. Yeah, cream soda was, it was my favourite fizzy drink as a kid.
That's so you, man. Like just drink Coca-Cola or something.
That cream soda vanilla, like the best flavour.
Yeah, you always say that.
Yeah, I mean, like coconut's a pretty good flavour, but yeah, vanilla, wonderful. So, cream soda, big vanilla, soft, round, bugger all bitterness to it.
This beer?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, I guess really relying on any sort of perceived bitterness coming from the coffee rather than from hops.
Yeah.
And amber ale's a great style. You know, a lot of people would just brew a super pale beer and try and sort of make it into something that resembles a soda.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite smart. They've leaned into the malt character. You know, you got that kind of caramel nuttiness to tie in with the vanilla and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, super drinkable.
And with the vanilla often gives the perception of sweetness, but also sort of roundness and body, and just with the malt bill in that amber ale sort of base beer, it's definitely a full-bodied 4% beer.
Yeah.
There's it does what it says on the tin. You know, it's a cream soda beer, which is pretty silly, having cream soda beer. And I think in recent times, there's a perception that beer has jumped the shark, and there's only so many places that you can actually go with a beer. And yeah, I feel like in the last year or two that people have got a bit fatigued and a bit over it.
Yeah, beer's definitely become a little bit more serious. Sort of, I suppose, post-lockdowns, breweries have had to hunker down and focus on what makes the accountants happy rather than maybe what makes the brewer happy or the sales rep happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot more hazies, a lot more IPAs, a lot more lagers, and a lot less barrel aging and additions, a lot less fruited things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're especially feeling that in New Zealand, where it is already quite a small market, and those additions sort of have to travel a long way, so they're quite expensive. Whereas we grow a ton of malt and a ton of hops in New Zealand, so keep it simple and keep it affordable, and yeah, don't let it get away from you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a little bit of a return to sort of weird beer.
Yeah, and that's why you chose it for the box, right? Because there's so many great beers out all the time, constantly. But we always love having variety and mixing it up a bit and having a good balance of styles. And it is lovely, you know, when a brewery does release a Patters beer or you know a Bière de Breton or just something that's interesting and unusual. So we love to chuck in beers like that, but you don't get many. They're few and far between. It's basically only 8 Wired, Garage Projects and Small Gods that brew those historic European styles. So it is fun when brewers release silly adjuncty beers like this. So yeah, maybe some of you drinking along tonight may be some of those jaded people that are wishing that you were drinking a lovely crisp Pilsner. But I hope not. I hope you can see the sort of the fun and enjoyment in something that's a little bit out there, a bit silly, a bit fun, and does not taste like beer.
Oh, you're thirsty.
Well, it's only a 330 can, you know, I'm just going through this. As though it's a soft drink, saying that's someone that hasn't drank a soft drink in many years. And
when I was a young teenager, I remember saying probably to my dad, "Why do you drink beer when you could just drink Coca-Cola?
Yeah,
it tastes so much better."
Just cherry Coke.
When I'm 18, I'm going to buy 12 Coca-Colas, and that's what I'll drink at a party.
Now look at you.
Now I don't really touch soda. It's too sweet, too much. And this is a nice balance. It's still sweet, still kind of confectionery adjacent, but it's not super cloying or sugary or it's nice natural carbonation.
Yeah.
So we're not burping away, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. And yeah, we actually did just try a sample beer, which was very sort of prickly and spritzy. And the level of carbonation in a beer and in different beer styles is such an important thing that brewers put a lot of effort and a lot of thought into. It's just one of those things that just goes into the drinking experience for us drinkers that you might not even consciously be thinking about. But yeah, do not think that the brewers are not thinking about carbonation levels in the beer. Could have formulated that sentence a little bit better.
And the low carbonation, it's obviously not nitro, but it does kind of lend itself to the creamy nature of the beer, being relatively low carb.
Yeah.
Well, not low carb, but low carbonation.
Carbed.
Yeah.
And yeah, good residual head in here, sort of reminiscent of, what do you call it, a spider? When you're like chucking some ice cream in a soft drink?
Scoop of ice cream, then the ice cream on top.
All right, well, I guess that's the suggested food match.
Yeah.
Chuck a scoop of vanilla ice cream in here, share a picture in the NZ Beer Jets group, and let us know if I've just ruined your beer. Sorry if I have.
Yeah, they only get one can.
yeah, gutted. And so, yeah, also food pairings. Yeah, I'm thinking, American diner vibes. It's got to be a cheeseburger, hey?
Yeah, simple cheeseburger, a hot dog.
Yep.
It's the things you would get in a soda fountain or an ice cream parlor, or I think there's that one, Aucklanders will know it, in Mount Roscoe on the roundabout. That's like an old school kind of ice cream parlor vibe. So yeah, this beer sort of makes me think of what you might be eating and drinking in there, playing an arcade game or something.
Well, when I started beer jerk, a lot of people were like, "Oh, beer jerk, like soda jerks," and I was like, "What is that?" But in these old soda fountains in America, they had soda jerks with the names of the staff that poured the soda drinks and mixed the soda drinks. That's not why I called it beer jerk. I just thought it was funny, and we're jerks, sort of like wine snobs, I suppose. So yeah, American diner type food pairings, and brewed by our mates at Behemoth. As I say, they're just down the road from us on the Auckland Beer Mile. So we're here at Beer Jerk Towers, also known as Small God's Tap Room. There's a whole bunch of really fantastic brewery tap rooms just along this little section of Auckland Fringe. And our pal Rail is, I think Rail's not the head brewer, he's head of brewery operations perhaps?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he spends a lot more time on sort of at his computer.
Overseeing things.
Overseeing things than actually mashing in. But yeah, Rail's a good mate. He comes along to Beer Jerk Run Club every Monday where we do a 5K run, then drink a beer or two afterwards. So yeah, like a super nice guy.
Unreasonably nice.
There's a few people like that come to Run Club. They're just like a bit too nice.
Yeah.
He's just a weirdly lovely guy. So ask for Rail next time you're at Shirley's drinking a beer, or here at Run Club. Good work, Behemoth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Any of the news?
These bad boys are flying out. So yeah, these are getting wheeled back into the chiller after we've used them for a prop, and
they'll get shipped out tomorrow.
Yeah, slapping labels on them. So there's not many left.
So there's the 4 different advent calendars. There's the favourites, which is really well priced. Probably the cheapest advent calendar. We started doing advent calendars 7 years ago, and a whole bunch of people have copied us since then in New Zealand. So I think the favourites is about the most affordable, and it's got really great 330ml beers in there from the most highly rated brewers in New Zealand.
Yeah, the best breweries putting forward their sort of 3 best beers.
Yeah.
And all chucked into an advent calendar.
And then we've got probably the most expensive advent calendar in New Zealand, which is our premium advent calendar, the one that started it all off, which has a whole load of exclusives. So that is basically, it's the same as this, but every day during December. So we're going to be recording a video, drink-along videos, chatting to brewers. We've air freighted 10 different beers.
10 Australian beers. 10 hand-selected, painstakingly selected Australian beers.
You're doing the sales pitch. And I say it's the most expensive advent calendar. It's like, it's fucking pretty cheap. It's like, what is it, 200 and?
It's like $260.
Yeah, so it's like about $10 a beer for incredible beers. We've got some like barrel-aged beers in there. They're, like huge double hazy IPAs. it is like, even just to buy that as a 24 pack of beers is a great bargain.
Yeah.
But also, you get the whole drink experience. But anyway, premium advent calendars, they always sell out. We just checked, I think we had 47 remaining still in stock. So order now and you'll get it in time for the start of December. The other couple of advent calendars, we've got the cider one and a alcohol-free beer advent calendar. So something for not everybody.
Pretty much everyone.
But lots of people. Yeah, we don't do a soda one.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
This. And then a bunch of Vault City imported from Scotland with their like Iron Brew, bright orange, thick sours that God knows what goes into. I don't think they'd be legal here.
Yeah, smooge.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's it from me.
Yeah, me too.
Cheers. See you next time.